Alright, back with a brand new build, brand new video. So this is going to be a lore build for A Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And we're using genetic limits, septic touch, blood echo, and Strider, which we use with the jump rope add-on. Raises the grunts of pain audio to 100%, and we use the brown add-on there because it says that it's Jesse's shirt apparently, which is the name of the the guy in Nightmare on Elm Street 2. So that is the build for you guys. It is an anti-healing kind of build, so wanted to drop in and quickly just give you guys that information, just kind of let you guys know that this is indeed a lore build. You know, it's anti-heal, it's pretty fun, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. Let's get right into it.
It's v.h.s.x. What do you mean?
Oh, he bolted. Nice. Got the hit. I'm gonna get this pallet out and then see if I can switch. Thank you. Damn, these chases are taking a little long. Alright, at least I got the down. Man, this guy's fast. This guy is quick. Jeez, this guy is really fast. I don't know how. He's so fast. He's so quick. Very difficult to get any pressure here. Oh, he's awake too because of the skill check he missed. Yeah, he doesn't even have to move from his position. He can literally just stand there 100 times over, and I can't counter him. And then he also has a free speed boost from dramaturgy, so that extends it artificially. It's 2 downs at least. Yeah, they're already gonna save. I already knew that was coming. So we can. He should be exhausted now. They aren't just on top of heals. Like, holy smokes. Like, that nobody stays injured for more than like 2 seconds. Holy smoke. I gotta spread some. What is this clown doing? Stop hiding in a corner. Get out of there. I gotta let her run off. I gotta stop that heal. I can't let them heal. I can't let them heal. He's gonna run off and go to the shack. I can't go there. Alright, this is the chance where I can make a comeback. This is my time to shine. I gotta hook her so I can get some blood echo active. That'll be clean. Be able to escape who is injured right now. Focus on going over here. See if I can push him to a different direction. He's gonna run towards Shaq again, but he has hemorrhage and mangled and all that. All right, perfect. We can get Jake on the hook. That should reapply blood echo. Perfect. Okay. I want to reapply some of that injuries. Makes it a little bit easier later on. All right, cool. He'll run off. I need him to get off of that gen for a second, and then I can try to focus on getting a hit on this guy. I need everybody injured so that I can just come back later and then just start knocking them down. Now, thankfully, this one's a goober, so this should make things a little easier. The thing is that this clown is gonna keep running to the other side of the map, so I can't do much there. Got a hook next to this gen. Oh, Fred. Perfect. Got him on second. Then I can just try to see if I can down this guy. Wait, what happened to my hit? Hello? There we go. Now we can get this bozo out of here too. I'm gonna pop a gen, but I mean, what difference does that make? This guy's already gone. And I don't even hear a damn thing. What the hell? What makes you think that, bud? The PS2 character getting worried. I'll take it. Yes. He had 2 perks on. Still got folded. Alright, so I'll drop in, do a post commentary for this. We're just gonna go ahead and just break down a little bit of the gameplay. Why not? Figured just switch it up a little bit and have a little bit of fun with it. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far. I think it's a pretty fantastic build. It does kind of switch up a little bit as to how you know, to play Freddy in a way. So it is pretty interesting, to say the least. Now, obviously, if I haven't mentioned actually the significance of the perks in the video, I could probably just break it down here in this portion. Basically, the Nightmare on Elm Street sequel generally focuses on a lot of body horror, and it focuses on other themes as well, which makes it very unique as a horror movie. But one thing that I specifically wanted to focus on was trying to get the feel of the Freddy in the movie, as well as to kind of bring out some perks that really help sort of symbolize a few things. So starting off with genetic limits, which was one of the perks that I have chosen, which was to sort of focus on the fact that, like, it is body horror. It does have to do with, a lot of that, quite literally his genetics, right? Like, his entire body is being consumed by the evil of Freddy, right? Like, he's transforming into Freddy. And I figure that's sort of like, because it's so difficult for him to come through, I guess you could say it is genetic limits for Freddy. As for Septic Touch, it does kind of look like Freddy's hand as he's trying to come out of his body, like he's sort of really trying to transform and emerge. And I figured that fit a lot more as for that, And the Blood Echo, like at the end of the movie, he does transform. And I think in the description of Blood Echo, it says like the agony of one is spread to many, or something like that. And with something like that, I figured that was a little bit like that kind of fit, because in the end of the movie he did transform and start to terrorize like everyone else around the guy's house. Like, I think he was at a party or something. So it really kind of encapsulated that a little bit. Now, I did go with Strider and Jump Rope. You can also use Sloppy Butcher and the Paintbrush. Those are both good options. And the reason I went with that is because, like, there was a scene actually where Jesse was like screaming in agony, and then his voice started to change into Freddy's voice, and I just thought, like, that could kind of reference that with Strider. And also, I obviously went with the brown shirt, like that brown add-on that's a shirt. It does say that, like, it is Jesse's shirt. So I figured that that would be pretty close. I mean, it's quite literally referencing the guy's name. So like that to me, I felt like would be the most accurate to the lore. But also it says that if they miss a skill check while healing, it actually does 4% more damage to the heal, right? So like it regresses the healing by an extra 4% for missing the skill check. So I figured that would make sense. Now I did use Sloppy Butcher here, just because of the fact that, you know, it is an anti-healing build, so Strider really isn't that effective. You can just throw in that and you'll know that you'll get some pretty good value, especially because Blood Echo makes them have hemorrhage, and it makes them exhausted, and then Genetic Limits makes them exhausted, and then Septic Touch also makes them, I think, blind and exhausted, something like that. So like it pretty much makes it applies a lot of status effects. It's very anti-heal, so I just thought it would be very fitting. A very unique build. A little tricky though, I will admit. Like as a you know, Freddy main, you know, it can be a little tricky. I wouldn't know if it'll be good with Dream Palettes though. I mean, I guess that's really up to you guys watching. Like if you want to try out the build, you want to try using with palettes. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about experimentation and kind of seeing what works for you. I really wanted to make a fun build video like this, and ultimately I figured that this would be pretty awesome for that, you know. And it is kind of cool that I ended up getting the Springwood map pretty much by accident. It really wasn't planned, but I do you know, think it's pretty cool. Like for a lore build video, like just to have that is pretty sick. I gotta say, it's pretty sick. With that being said, hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. Another thing I like to do, like on this map, is when I'm playing Freddy, is like I like if I can get the survivor to get to the this basement area, like not the actual basement, but like the under the school. I try to do the Mori around the furnace. I think it's like super lore accurate. It makes it kind of look like a movie, you know, and it looks really cool. Now, I know the Freddy that we've gotten really isn't accurate to the originals, but this is why I wanted to make builds that kind of capture that, you know, that feel, you know, capture that thing, or at least reference the older movies, because those are just great. Like, they're good movies. If you ever get the chance to watch them, I would recommend it. I think it's really solid. I've been like a Nightmare on Elm Street fan for a little bit, you know, so I had actually went through and saw a bunch of the movies a little while ago. And I gotta say, I think the first one is definitely a classic, very good movie. The sequel definitely does change a lot of things. It definitely does throw in a lot of elements I just did not see coming. Very tricky match, by the way. I'm actually looking at the game and I'm like remembering, like, yeah, this lobby was tough. Like, I wish I could it's funny, I'm coming in here just talking about the movie and everything, but like overall the match itself was pretty tough. Realistically. But yeah. So ultimately, I gotta say the sequel's pretty interesting. If you do research on it, you'll find more themes that I'm not really gonna touch on in the video because it's not really the point. But it is a solid film. I think it definitely like taps into some interesting stuff, you know. But either way, you know, pretty cool film, I have to say. I do enjoy the first one. I will be linking the like a playlist for these as well somewhere, because I want to try to make a build for all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Just because it's just fun, man. I'm already P100 Freddy. I really want to just make some new builds and try some new things and see what kind of works on Freddy. And kind of play him a little bit differently, and while we pretty much wait for the rework. And then maybe when the rework drops, I'll be dropping some new videos, and you know, hopefully it's a good rework. You know, if I were to consider a few things, I mean, honestly, if it was up to me, right? It was up to me, I would bring back the original abilities that Freddy had before this rework with the Dream Palettes and Snares. I would bring that back, and just balance out that version of Freddy. Like, balance that out, because we are in a new version of DBD where people are very smart. Like, they know how abilities kind of work for the most part. Ignoring the fact that Sadako got nerfed because of people not being able to understand just to put the tape in the TV. But in general, you know, it would be pretty easy to understand how Freddy works. If they do kind of have like, which the basic premise of it really is, he's invisible when you're awake. You see him when you're asleep. He's stronger when, you know, obviously when the survivors are asleep, and when he's awake, I mean, you can either make it where he can't hit anybody, kind of like Wraith, where he has to like be, you know, kind of, you could bring him into the dream world and then you could do some damage or whatever have you. Like, just do something like that and make him feel like actually feel like Freddy. And you could do something like that, I would say, and just balance it out, because I know some of the add-ons are pretty crazy back in the day, so I'm pretty sure, like, you know, we can trust that they're not going to bring that back if they were to do that angle. Now, that's just how I would do it. I personally never was able to play during that time, so obviously, you know, I can't say, like, that would be the best course of action. I wouldn't say completely bring everything back, but I'm saying just bring back a new version that's a little more balanced. Because it just looked really cool. Like, he would have his hand out. He would like be grabbing souls. Like, why wouldn't that be what we want to see for Freddy? Like, that's super cool. Like, you know, and I like it had like the screaming face in his hand. Like, that's freaking sick. Like like, why wouldn't that be a thing? You know, instead of like becoming a trap killer like this, where it's like, okay, I play circle and, you know, hope they run into it, and the hinder's not very high. It's about 15%. And it's only as long as they stay in the circle, so it's worse than clown, which we don't need that. We don't need Diet Clown. We need something that feels like, you know, like the character. Even Michael Myers like feels like him, like himself, right? Like, now they adjusted him to where he can like stalk from far and he can get his powers, and you know, he can grab people and take them out, you know what I mean? Like, he was one of the best, albeit a little bit dated, but definitely one of the best ways to kind of catch that feel, like really make it feel like you're really playing as Michael Myers. We need that for Freddy. And ultimately, that's just how I'm seeing it. That's been my dream rework. That would be like, well, I mean, you know, pun intended, I guess. Is to really bring it back to that and just do an add-on pass, like completely come back to the basics and make him the OG Freddy that we used to love, but just, you know, just adjust it so he's not completely broken. Because there was like, I remember he even had Older Ruin was like made it impossible to do gens along with his add-ons. Like, you don't need that kind of stuff. You can have other things there, you know what I mean? Like, that would be pretty nice to have, right? But that is my idea, that is my take on it as to, you know, how you could kind of go about it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video so far, and yeah. Nice. I like this map. But yeah, this build is a little bit more of a hit and run kind of strategy, because it's all about the anti-healing and exhaustion. So it does make chases a little easier because you can apply the exhaustion. However, if they are going to stay on top of heals, it's going to be a little tricky. There we go. Got it. Weirdest thing ever, yo. Sometimes the lunge be working, sometimes it don't. It's the weirdest thing. Oh, it didn't activate. There we go. Got it. Else is injured, but I think it applies to them, I think? Not sure. Free hit. Okay, nice. I feel like Freddy's a little bit like Doctor. You kind of got to use his ability a little sparingly so you don't like lose distance. I'll just break it just to get rid of it. I mean, you could camp it. You could camp it. Go ahead. There you go. Alright, go up there. Alright, so that's So that means that we gotta focus out like Nia, Jane, like those are the knockout wouldn't be a bad option either. Focus a bit more on the anti. Okay, they're already pre-saboing, which is strange, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna focus on Nia this time. Just kidding, we're gonna switch because somebody's behind me. Got a hit on Jane. Alright, so there's like 2 people injured. I can actually apply Blood Echo now. That was a solid play. I just turned right back around because I had a feeling like somebody was following me. So no exhaustion, well not no exhaustion perk for Nia, so that's a free hook there. Reapply Blood Echo. Gotta move quick. They save this one. Sloppy on them. Nice, everybody's injured. This is solid. If I can get another down, apply the Blood Echo again. Pretty much ideal. She's gonna stay back there. I'm gonna focus him. They'll probably save her. If they save her, I can give her exhaustion again. Ah, okay. So got pallet priority, unfortunately. Nice, but all right, beautiful. And then we're just gonna hook them now. Get more Blood Echo active. There. Things. My mistake. Lord have. But unfortunately, that's the game for you. Or, you know, that works too.